If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, check the referral link in the description down below. It'll take you to G2A and you can use the code CHES at checkout for an extra discount. Also, to play FIFA and other games for real money, check the link in the description to gamersaloon.com, sign up for free over there and go and win yourself some cash. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 34 of the My Player series here on FIFA 16. In the last one, we had a poor game as a team against hang on, it wasn't that well, was it? It was here against Stade Rennais. Unfortunately, we got a 0-0 draw in rather torrential downpour of rain, and we were sadly knocked out of the Europa League with that result. Then obviously we were dropped against Stoke, we were dropped against West Ham and Sturm Graz, but we played against Hull City, scored the first goal, and were involved in the build-up to the second to give us a 2-0 victory. So hoping that that performance has proven the point that we were trying to make to Roberto Martinez to start me against either or both of Tottenham and Chelsea. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We are very, very close, as you can see from this slate here, to being 81 rated right now. So fingers crossed, if we advance towards the Tottenham game, we should be selected for the game against Spurs. There was just a news story here a moment ago that said, there you go, Everton's new hero. Sales of shirts with the name Chesnoid will be rocketing since his arrival at Everton. With a number of good performances recently, Chesnoid must have made his name the first on the team sheet. Well, we'll find out. Have I made my name first on the team sheet? Roberto Martinez was quick to heap praise on me, but is he praising me so much so that he starts me against Tottenham? Yes, he is. Fantastic stuff. Right then, we will go and play Tottenham away from home at this almost the Stadium of Light for some reason, at the White Hart Lane, at White Hart Lane, and then fingers crossed, we might be selected for the game against Chelsea as well if we can put in a good performance here against Spuds. I've just noticed that Sunderland are second in the table. That's slightly unrealistic, but never mind. Southampton bottom as well, that too. Slightly unrealistic. They should be the other way around, but never mind. We're third and level on points with Arsenal and ahead on goal difference and only a point behind Sunderland in second. So if things keep going the way they are so far this season, we may even have Champions League football next year. Free kick. Oh, we've gone short. Okay, I was expecting that to be lofted in towards the box. Well, he's fired it into me. Morales has made the run, so we'll play it in Kevin. Oh, he's going to give it back to me. Okay, wasn't ready for that, but we'll play it across here to Darren Gibson. Gets it to Lukaku. Could have a shot. In fact, Besic has the shot. Drops to Lukaku. Oh, lovely technique from Romelu Lukaku. Good save, though, by Michel Vorm. Wonderful technique, actually, by Lukaku to keep that down. Look at that. Really, really good effort. Dipped as well in front of the keeper, but he did well to keep it out. Corner to Everton. Unfortunately, we're wearing the same sort of colour as the goalkeeper's kit. But Lukaku again with brilliant technique. Oh no, Darren Gibson's run past the ball. Well, I think he might have been offside when the ball eventually came to him. But he could have just slotted that in. Was it? Oh no, it was John Stones that was offside. Lukaku. Oh, did it maybe bounce off John Stones? And Gibson was offside as well, as you can see. Oh well. Well, a positive start then. Maybe we can continue that and get ourselves a goal sooner rather than later. And maybe just try and defend and hold a 1-0 lead. Townsend to Trippier. Tottenham on the attack. He's turned his side nicely and fed Andros Townsend again. Townsend on a real nice run here. Goes for the shot straight down the throat of Tim Howard. Little bit of tunnel vision there from Andros Townsend. Perhaps should have played in a team out. I'm going to push on ahead here for Morales to play me, and he has done. But Fazio's got the strength to hold me off, but he hasn't got the pace to stay in front. Well, let's actually just give it inside there to Besic, just to make sure we keep possession, rather than playing a risky pass where the ball might go astray. But we could actually, let's try and play that into Lennon. If he can get the turn in and a shot, maybe. No, Coleman will have the shot, but that's well high and wide. Just over half an hour gone. Still 0-0 for now. Intercept that. Thank you very much, Mr. Ben Davis. Oh, that was a terrible turn. And they've got it back again. Here's Christian Eriksen. Little drop of the shoulder. Plays it into Townsend via the legs of Ryan Mason. Townsend's gone on a nice run and drawn a good save out of Tim Howard. Really good move by Tottenham there. We'll see if they can get themselves a goal from the set piece into the second half now. Dembele's just come on for Tom Carroll, so that's definitely an improvement for their midfield. And Delafeu's come on for Aaron Lennon for us. So I don't know whether that's an improvement or not, to be completely honest. But if Lukaku can win this header, as he has, we might be able to create something. We'll look for him again. I can't quite find him as Ben Davies gets in there before Lukaku can get on the end of my lobbed pass. Tottenham having the better of the game to this point, although chances have kind of been equal. We've had a couple each, but for now, we remain at 0-0 with 20 minutes to go. Trippier, that's a nice ball into Christian Eriksen. On the attack now, Tottenham, less than 10 minutes to go. into Moussa Dembele, out wide to Nessa Chadli, the two substitutes linking up. Coming down the left-hand side through the Belgian, but we're trying to slow them down. Velkovic, so we'll get it across to Ryan Mason. There's space on the far side if he wants to try and use a teammate, but we've done well to win that back off Ryan Mason. He's trying to win it back off me, but we will give it to Leighton Baines and call for it again through this gap, trying to force the attack. And eventually Lukaku wins that back off a teammate. I called for it there from him. We'll not get it from him, but we'll give it to Deulofeu and play the 1-2. Nice cross. Can Lukaku get on the end of it? Fazio heads it out for a corner. Right then, can we get a last gasp goal here? Romelu Lukaku winning us the corner. Morales is going to take it. We're making a substitution, or they are, I'm not sure. We're still on the pitch, so it's the most important thing. That corner is not headed my way. Deulofeu might get there. Keeper's come and punched it. Darren Gibson could try the shot. It's deflected. And Fazio will clear it, but only as far as, well, me, actually. I thought it was going to be reached by a teammate, but he missed the ball. Here's Besic into Morales. We've taken Lukaku off. I think that was what the change was, because I was just looking for him in the middle and he's not here. Here's Kevin Morales across to Besic. Besic into Gibson. We'll call for it. Get the turn in. Bit of space for the shots and a good strong save by Michel Vorm. Aruna Kone's there. Keeps it in. I'll call for it. We'll have the first time shot. We've hit the bar. Win that, Gerard Deulofeu. Header on target. But Michel Vorm recovers to make the save. We almost stole all 3 points there, but the final whistle goes and it ends 0-0. Wowzers, 2 or 3 chances there at the end, 2 for myself and 1 for Deulofeu, but we weren't able to get the winner. We'll take a point though, away from home against Tottenham. That is not a result to be snubbed. That's a very decent performance and we will definitely take that, and that kind of gives me the confidence, if we do get picked, to go forward into this next game against Chelsea and get a result as well. Okay, so we've been selected for the game against West Brom on Boxing Day. Unfortunately, we did get dropped for the game against Chelsea on Christmas Eve, so that sucks. But we were able to get a 1-0 victory thanks to Romelu Lukaku. And that is massive for the league table. As you can see on the right, we're now second in the table, and we've reduced Chelsea's lead at the top to just 7 points. It could have been 13 if they'd beaten us, but it's just 7. So could the title be on? I mean, it's a big ask for a side like us to win the title, but we are second in the table and we're 1 game short. This next game against West Brom will be halfway through our first season at this level. So we've kind of gone quite quickly through this season because of the amount of games that we've been rotated out for. But still, I'm pretty confident that towards the end of this season, if not into next season, we will be first team starters on a consistent basis. We're so close to being 81 rated now. I'm going to check my accomplishments once I get into the game. I'm going to try and get a couple in this one if I can. If it doesn't overly negatively affect the the flow of the game, etc., I'll try and get a couple of accomplishments just to give us that little edge up to 81 rated. But going well so far today. Disappointed not to get a win against Tottenham, but we played very well and were very close not to actually getting the win, and we've gotten a win against Chelsea. So a win here against West Brom would be absolutely superb and would go even further towards securing a top 4 spot for us here at Everton. Dawson down the line for James McLean, starting off on the front foot here, West Brom, right on the attack. We've switched to defensive immediately as well, which is quite concerning, away from home against West Brom. Not necessarily the side you want to go defensive against, but Cheeks, what a strike! So much power behind that. Stanek with the good save. We're playing a few rotation players in this. You can see Junior is back in the starting lineup. We're playing Rodriguez up top against Stanek in between the sticks. So it's a heavily rotated side, but obviously this is only 2 days after the game against Chelsea, so you can understand why it's quite so heavily rotated. Although obviously I would have preferred to be involved in the game against Chelsea. We will do our job for the team, and we will try and get ourselves a result here against West Brom. If the manager knows he can rely on us to turn up and put in a performance when called upon, which he could in the game against Hull in the last game, and we came very close to winning us the game against Tottenham, then we will be first team starters sooner rather than later. That was not the best of clearances from Thurs Browning, and that's going to be a corner to West Brom when he could have just hoofed that up the pitch. We're on kind of back post / penalty spot duty, and the keeper's just going to claim that comfortable. Well, there's the first chance for West Brom then, and the first chance for the game as a whole, but for now at least we stay with the scoreline at 0-0 after 10 minutes. Fletcher down the line to Chris Brunt. West Brom, oh, it's a very, very, very good cross. Well defended by Brian Oviedo. That was a very good cross, actually. Chris Brunt's left foot is pretty spectacular, to be fair. And West Brom moving the ball about like Barcelona here. Look at this. Here's Udabao, I don't know who that is. Stephen Fletcher out to Jakob into Elbazadi. I don't know who that is either, but they're passing the ball about like they were, the best side in Europe right now. We've got 6 appearances and 1 goal so far in the Barclays Premier League this year, as you can see. We've gotten 2 or 3 assists, I think, in the BPL this season. We'll be able to check maybe at the end of this game to see what our overall goal/assist count is for the season. But we're having a very, very comfortable and impressive first year at this level, to be completely honest. He's Junior pushing forward after we've played him in. Ledson, I'll call for it from Ryan Ledson. He'll give it to me. We'll drill that out wide. There you go, Oviedo. He's drilled it back to me. All right, we'll squeeze it through there to Junior then. The man running in front of him is Pienaar. Junior with a shot well blocked. We'll put pressure on Keeps. Whoa, Anders Lindegaard just gets it away before we're able to close him down. There's our first shot of the game, although it was well blocked. But still, we're creating chances. We're playing some nice football as well. They've been playing the ball about like Barcelona or Bayern Munich so far in this first half, to be completely honest. It's good defensive action from Junior, though. Doesn't have the strength to hold off. Oh, I was just about to try and play Lennon over the top. Just needed that extra little split second to get my pass off. And it's Darren Fletcher, not Stephen Fletcher, as I mistakenly called him earlier. Darren Fletcher jumps in very well to stop me from getting that pass off, because Lennon could have been in behind to punish them there. But 25 minutes in, still 0-0 for now. But James McLean will try and change that down this right-hand side, but the cross is blocked. I get tripped as I try and close the ball down, and then we get a throw-in. He's intercepted that nicely there, Rodriguez. We could be in for a goal. Rodriguez with a shot. Good save by Anders Lindegaard. That was a rather fortuitous moment. They just passed it straight to him. Scored a good goal in the last episode against Hull at the near post, Rodriguez, and almost getting another one at the near post there as well. Cross is going to come in from the corner. It's headed my way. I'm going to try and win it, but Anders Lindegaard's come to claim well. Goalkeeping of a very high standard so far. Stanek with a good save. Anders Lindegaard with a good save. But so far, no goals into the back of the net to this point. 35 minutes played. 10 minutes to go till half-time. Chris Brunt down the left. Another very good cross and a good header, and it's just wide from Yuda Bao. That was a real opportunity, a real chance for West Brom there. Chris Brunt's left foot, man. His crossing is just out of this world. He's so good. His dead balls are spectacular as well. Free kick delivery, free kick shooting and corners are all very good as well. So we're going to have to be careful not to give away too many set pieces, and we're going to have to start closing him down on that left-hand side as well, because he's caused us quite a few problems. Squeeze that through the gap to Lennon. He's caused us quite a few problems there. Oh, Tony Hibbert, that wasn't the best of passes. Just able to retrieve it. Ledson. Oh, that was meant for me, was it? All right. Well, dodgy first touch, but we'll accelerate away. Try a Berber spin to get inside Claudio Jacob. It's read me very well indeed. But we'll get the ball back through Ledson. Let's try and create something just before half-time, shall we? We want to try and force the issue if we can. You guys been having... Oh, okay, I don't want to play Minecraft with you. Thank you very much. Thought I'd turn notifications like that off. You guys have been complaining at me in the chat, or there's been a few whingy comments in the chat saying that I don't force the issue enough, and I don't call for the ball enough, and I don't pass the ball often enough. I'm not involved in the attack enough, but I am involved in a lot of the attacks. You just don't see it, because it's a lot of it is done off camera. Call for this from Junior. We'll give it to Lennon. No, we'll turn back inside and give it to Rodriguez. He could get the turn and the shot in, and straight at Anders Lindegaard again. There's been a lot of stuff like that in the past few episodes that you haven't seen, because a lot of it goes on off camera, and a few people have been getting a little bit fidgety in the comments section, even though the overall gameplay has been very, very good, and we've been putting in good performances whenever we've been selected. A few people getting a little bit, grouchy at me in the comments, but please do be aware there's only so much I can do as a single man to try and win the ball back when the opposition holds possession and keeps it away from me. And I either drop so far back that I'm not involved going forward, or I stay so far forward that I then get moaned at for playing too much like a striker and I'm not getting involved further back down the pitch. So at the minute I don't seem to be able to win with some of the people in the comments, but there are a lot of you that are enjoying this series so far, and I'm very much enjoying our time at Everton to this point, although as things stand it's still only 0-0 here against I don't want to see accomplishments. It's still only 0-0 against West Brom, but we will try our best in the second half to have more of those chances and hopefully one of those goals. Ledson into Pienaar to me. We'll give it to Junior. Could give it to Lukaku. Has done. Shot blocked. He's dropped to Junior. He's had the shot and it's gone just wide on the hour mark. 2 good chances there to give ourselves the lead, but unable to take either of them. West Brom making a change. We've got Aston Villa next in 3 days' time away from home, but that will obviously have to wait until Tuesday's episode. But they brought on Craig Gardner for El Bazadi, sorry. But it's been a good game, actually, this so far. West Brom have been a much tougher test than I expected them to be. Although it might be because we're playing, a weaker side. But still, they've definitely given as much as they've gotten so far in this first half. If Lukaku can make me a run, we'll find him again. Romelu with the cross. Space in the back for Pina, but the shot is rather wayward. 25 minutes left to go. 0-0. Oviedo. I'm going to come short. We'll call for it. We'll give it to Ryan Ledson. Ledson across to Junior. Nicely done. Junior is going to come back this way to me. No, he's going to go down the line towards Lennon. Lennon will use me. And we'll have the shot. Oh, on target and dangerous as well. Needed saving from Anders Lindegaard. Again, towards the end of the game, we've had chances to win it. But so far, goalkeeper's on form again. But we have got a corner thanks to the heavy touch from the defender. We get something from this. It's headed my way. It's not. It's cleared by Dawson to Browning. Oh, well intercepted by Claudio Yacob. That was vital because we could have had another chance there. Tony Hibbert's touch wasn't the best. I'm going to come short here and call for it. He's going to give it to Junior instead. Still calling for it, Pennington. Ledson's made the run. That was meant for Ledson, and we've given it straight to James McLean. But luckily for me, Stephen Pienaar's on hand to win it back for us. Looks like it's going to be another draw, but to be fair, 2 away games, 2 draws, and then the 1 home game we get a 1-0 victory against Chelsea. I think that's a good episode as far as I'm concerned. 5 points from 3 games over a very busy Christmas period is not to be snuffed at. We will definitely take that. Thank you very much, West Bromwich Albion and Tottenham Hotspur, for giving me 2 games to play today. And obviously pleased that Lukaku was able to get the 1-goal win against Chelsea as well. Still 80 rated despite getting an accomplishment in that one. We got I think it was a stand tackle accomplishment, but chances for both sides, but neither able to get the ball into the back of the net. Not sure what that's going to do for our league position. Arsenal have beaten West Ham, so I think that's going to put them above us. We'll have a quick check of the league table. If you've enjoyed today's episode, then make sure you drop it a like rating, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. That has dropped us down to 5th, but Chelsea have lost again, so the gap still remains 6 points now rather than 7, because we've obviously gotten that draw against West Brom. We've only lost 2 games so far this year, 8 draws, 9 wins. Decent season at Everton, 2 points inside the top 4, and we'll take that forward into Tuesday night's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.